achieved incredible success in life as a scientist. I do honestly, and I'm not faking, I do honestly believe that everyone has that potential. But it's not equal in the outcomes of that. There are a lot of people, the majority of people don't follow that path. But I do believe everybody has that potential.
Is that potential like objective greatness, or is it our own subjective greatness? I can become the greatest version of Stephen, or do you believe that everyone could become great in the context of, the very best in the world, like, Steve Jobs? Or
No, they're not going to, you don't have to be the very best in the world. I mean, when Mastery came out, the New York Times wanted to do a story about my house in the home section. Okay, well, why? But all right. I never get any publicity from mainstream media, so okay, fine. So I had to quickly upgrade my house because they were going to come over with photographers. And we got a man over to do the tile work on my patio, which looked like hell. And I told people, this guy was a true master. He wasn't like making six figures. Nobody would ever write an article about him. He will die and no one will ever know that. But I could see in the quiet quality and how well he understood it and the care that he took in it and how much he enjoyed, creating a beautiful effect with tile work, that he was a master. He doesn't have to be the best ever. You don't have to be famous and successful. There are grades of this. There are degrees of it. Some people, it's just being a great parent. They're very social. They're very empathetic. And they're not maybe going to become an extremely successful finance person, but they're really good at raising their children, and they put a lot of effort and care into it. That's fantastic. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be Steve Jobs. There are levels of it, right? But the sense of this was what I was meant to accomplish, and I'm following it, and I'm happy what I do. I feel fulfilled by my work, and I can go on doing it. I take it seriously. I care about it. I do believe that anybody can have that level of power in their life.
I think I struggle with that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, please.
On a personal level. I struggle with enough being enough. And also, I think I've grown up in the generation where there's so much comparison everywhere we look, when we open up our phones and Instagram, that you kind of always are led to believe that you're not quite there yet. Now, I've contended with the idea that maybe that's a good thing because it drives you forward. It's that pressure you described. It's that creates that urgency, that desperation. So maybe I should never believe I'm there yet. But then also I wonder, am I going to defer happiness off into the future because I think it's behind some kind of accomplishment or job title or, success in my life? And, when I hear about that tiler, I go, that person that was tiling your patio, I'm really jealous because they sound content with much less than would make me content. What is the correct answer? Is it to be the happy tiler who's tiling the patio, or is it to be the impatient Steve Jobs that's striving for the personal computer?
Well, it depends on who you are. We're all individuals. We all have our unique energies. It's the fact that you engage, you love, that you're emotionally connected to it, that it gives you a sense of fulfillment, that you're not looking over your shoulder, I could be doing this instead. I'm fine with that. It doesn't have to be the Steve Jobs who's continually dissatisfied, who's Faustian, who always has to have more. I'm not against that either. I don't know why we have to be so judgmental. If people are following the path and they are in love with what they do and they have a genuine connection to it, I'm not going to judge it because they're not famous or because they're not trying to be the greatest, the Michael Jordan of tiling or whatever, et cetera. I think it's fine. And you're not happy. You want to crush it. You want to have the number one podcast. That's fine as well. Why can't we have, that kind of diversity in our world?
The most important thing for both those types of people, the people that have that sort of insatiable sense of ambition, but also the people that are content with whatever they're doing in their lives, from what I heard there, is they both love what they're doing And they both have those core components that you described earlier. Like they both feel the challenge in their work still. And that challenge might be, okay, I'm going to do a bigger patio today, or it might be, I'm going to launch $1 billion business tomorrow for someone else. And it's really about those core components of like challenge, meaning, purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, because what you don't want is you don't want to be in your 50s, in your 60s facing death, because your days are numbered. Who knows how long you're going to live? And you're going to go, damn it, I could have done something with my life. When I was a child, I had these dreams. I thought I was going to be really great at it. And I never realized